A very good day to Associate Professor Dr. Ennis. I'm Frankie Law, Environmental Engineering Year 3 students. Environmental Impact Assessment (EIA) is a study to identify, predict, evaluate, and communicate information about the impact on the environment of a proposed project, and to detail out the mitigation measures prior to project approval and implementations. Firstly, according to International Institute for Sustainable Development 2020, EIA is commonly described as an assessment of the impacts of plant activity on the environment, including impacts on the biodiversity, vegetation and ecology, water and air. The potential adverse effects can be determined by using questionnaires, interviews and panels, checklists, metrics, network, Geographical Information System (GIS), and overlapping map, modeling, expert system, and etc. According to Somelio 2018, a questionnaire is a research instrument consisting of a series of questions for purpose of gathering information for respondents. And nowadays, questionnaire survey is the most common and popular method. According to Guidebook for Evaluating Mining Project EIA, EIA process is an interdisciplinary and multi-step procedure to ensure that environmental considerations are included in decisions regarding projects that may impact the environment. Or in simple define, the EIA process helps to identify the possible environmental effects of a proposed activity and how those impacts can be mitigated. According to International Institute for Sustainable Development 2020, EIA consists of 7 processes: screening, scoping, impact assessments and mitigation, impact management, the EIA report, review and licensing, and lastly, monitoring. Screening is a process to determine whether the environmental and social impacts of a proposed development project will be significant enough to develop an EIA. Scoping is to establish the boundaries of EIA, set the basis of the analysis that will be conducted at each stage. Impact assessment and mitigation evaluate the social, economic, and environmental impacts of the planned project and its alternative. Impact management prepare the plans required for addressing mitigation measures and other project risks such as technological failures and natural disasters. The EIA report put together all the research and work done during the previous step into a comprehensive, structured document, ensuring that the EIA report contains all key components. Review and licensing designated authorities review the EIA report to determine if the planned project will get a license or it requires amendments. And lastly, monitoring ensures that the mitigation measure priority listed in the EMP and the contingency plans are properly implemented and effectively address the project impacts. Furthermore, according to IMGO, January 2015, the purpose of mitigation measure is to prevent, reduce, or control adverse environmental effects of a project and include restitutions for any damage to the environment caused by those effects through replacement, restorations, compensations, or any other means. Based on preliminary environmental effects result, further mitigation measure was incorporated into the design of the project to ensure the protection of the physical, biological, and human environments. According to Sarabatu 2016, the purpose of monitoring is to compare pre- and post-project conditions in the development sites. Besides that, it also compares the predicted and actual impacts. There are several types of monitoring, which are impact or effect monitoring, baseline monitoring, mitigation monitoring, and compliance monitoring. In conclusion, human well-being is closely connected to environmental sustainability. As the human population continues to increase and natural resources become more limited, the importance to improve the sustainability of development and identifying mitigation measures, and thus the importance of creating high-quality EIA become greater. That's all for my presentation. Thank you.